Hey guys, so I've had some questions come up here on how my girlfriend and I, this is our beautiful little property on the lake, doesn't look so good right now as it is spring and everything's starting to melt, so we haven't had a chance to do any yard work. But anyway, I want to make this video because I have some questions on how are we able to afford all of this and the insurance costs of the Ram, the Mercedes AMG, the Challenger SRT, and the 300 SRT that we have, along with my house here and the golf course. So we're going to dive into that here shortly. We're going to rejoin here at the golf course in a couple minutes, couple seconds, whatever I feel like talking, and go over some of the details here. But first, if you remember, my girlfriend just bought this Mercedes GLE AMG, used of course, 50,000 miles on it, $28,000. So we get a loan for that, and she is very, very happy with this exceptionally awesome vehicle. And you know me, I'm a Mopar man, but I did have that Mercedes for a little bit of time, that E550, and I was okay with her getting this. But anyway, she is a teacher, second grade teacher, and she works for me at the golf course in the summer and on the weekends. So she is basically working 6 to 7 days a week, and she pays for this. She pays for half of the expenses, and she pays for her schooling. So she is debt-free going to get her master's. So she is working her butt off. Not all in vain, though, for the vehicles. That's one thing I do want to state here, is that we don't work just to pay for our toys. We work so we can save to when we are older, we can live and be financially free. And this is a tool. The golf course is a tool. These vehicles are all tools in order to get to that financially free situation that we want to be in here. This will become a rental property someday. This, of course, is my daily driver. This is my work vehicle, and this is, of course, is her daily too. But we have amassed a pretty cool car collection here, 4 cars, and a very nice lake home, and well, it was a cabin, and the golf course. But that comes with 6 to 7 days a week of hard work. When you're in your 20s, you take care of yourself, you take care of your health, and you take care of your personal properties, and they will take care of you. So anyway, she's a teacher. She works, bartends for me on the weekends, and that is how she was able to comfortably afford this vehicle. You're looking at about $600 a month for a 5-year loan at 9%, and insurance is roughly about $135 a month for this Mercedes GLE. Very affordable. That's an affordable vehicle. She came, of course, from the Dodge Journey, and that was costing her about $350 to $370 a month. So a step up for sure, but definitely able to make it work. And, you know, we're living within our means, and that is what is important, especially her. So she's the breadwinner of the house. I am not the breadwinner of the house. She is the breadwinner, and I'm very proud of her for that. So, of course, this is my truck. I bought this almost 3 years ago now, paid $46 for it then. I got a hell of a trade-in in my old truck, and this is costing me at 2.24% for 5 years, is costing me about $640 a month. So definitely within my means. As it sits right now, I have a boat as well that's costing me about $200 a month, but that is going to be paid off. I have like $800 left to pay on that. So that is going to be paid off. This will be my only liability that I pay on per month. Only liability. We live within our means. We save extraordinarily well. You know, you have to live by that 20 to 30% savings rule if you can, and that no matter how much money you make, that is what you have to do. Do not go out and buy one of these vehicles, especially a Mercedes, if you can't afford it and you cannot live within your means. So we're going to rejoin here once we hit the Challenger and the 300 back at the golf course. We're back with this beautiful Chrysler 300 and this beautiful Dodge Challenger, both SRT 8 models. So going along with what I was saying, You know, you guys realize I just bought this in January. I've had it for now almost a couple months. Haven't actually driven it outside. What spurred me to buy this purchase was that I thought I was going to sell my 300 SRT8. You know, I still may, but this is my dream car, believe it or not. This is one of my I would say five dream cars. And ever since it came out, I think I was 7 or 8 years old when this came out on the market in 2005. This is a 2007. I've always wanted one of these badass cars. And you know what? I bought it in black, my dream color, dream car, black interior, black exterior, black on black. This puppy is a keeper. So what spurred this decision here? I had seen this on Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace for 6 months. It was on there for 6 months. I've seen it since almost after I bought this, really. It had been on there since about, I want to say June, July. So I bought this in April of last year. Bought this in January of this year, 2024. So it was a thought out purchase. I've been looking for a Challenger with a manual for a while. Part of the reason is, you know, this vehicle is a 6-speed manual, Tremec 6060 gearbox, 36,000 miles. It had PPF all over the vehicle. I took the PPF off because it was old, probably from when the original vehicle was bought, and it was originally put on then. So this car is almost perfect. There is a spot here, and there is another spot on the hood that I fixed right there. Otherwise, this car is almost perfect, and one spot here. So I really wanted to make that purchase. I knew that strategically when I look at vehicles, and this goes along with that Mercedes-Benz that my girlfriend just got. Strategically, when I look at vehicles, especially my second vehicles or my fun vehicles, I look at the cost of maintenance over the long haul, and I look at if this vehicle is going to lose money. Clearly, my daily driving truck is going to lose money. That is a no-brainer. I put a lot of miles on per year on this truck. So it's justifiable to go out and get a loan on this vehicle, you know, especially that it's certified pre-owned, and run it, basically. But now these vehicles you have to be a little wary about because they don't come with warranties and they are a little older. So, you know, you have to make sure you keep up on maintenance and blah, blah, blah. But with the exodus of the V8 and the exodus of the 6.1 Hemi over 10 years ago, these vehicles don't lose very much value anymore. I could run this to 100,000 miles this year, and you're only talking about maybe losing $2,000 or $3,000. Again, I could run this to 100,000 miles this year, which isn't possible even. I wouldn't lose maybe $2,000 or $3,000 on it because it's in such nice condition. So again, you buy the car because you love it, guys. That's the most important thing. My uncle actually told me that when I first got into cars and reiterated it to me, a couple weeks ago. And you buy the car because you love it. I clearly love these vehicles. I absolutely love Mopar. I'm such a huge Mopar fan. As you can see, everything I drive is Mopar, with the exception of the Mercedes, as I am a Mercedes fan as well. But man, oh man, this was too good of a deal to pass up. I knew as soon as I put the polisher to it, if something happened with my beautiful business that I've worked so hard to build and make mine over the last 3-4 years, or if something happened to me financially, medical bills, taxes, etc., I know I can jettison one of these vehicles, or even this boat, for example. I could just get rid of one of these things and have enough money to cover whatever comes my way. And like I was saying, this boat soon here is going to be an asset. I owe basically zero money on this boat. So all that $200 a month that I'm paying on this boat for the last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years almost, really, that's going to go right into either high yield savings or into my Fidelity account. So now you're saving an extra $2,400 a year, if not a little bit more. And, you're making the right financial decisions. I do have loans on my business, of course, who doesn't? But My only liability is my truck. That's living pretty good. That's it. So what spurred me? Yes, it sucked to fork out the money to buy this vehicle. And it sucked to fork out the money to buy that vehicle. I would be sitting $40,000 more if I didn't buy these two vehicles. But, which sounds crazy to say. But you know what though? If you're making good money moves in your personal life and you stick to that 20 to 30% rule, which I stick to, I even try to do more because I definitely don't live beyond my means. And, well, even though it doesn't, I does look like I do, I don't live beyond my means. I have a modest home life. This is it. This is how you can successfully afford this type of stuff. And if you don't need it or you don't use it, you can get rid of it. If shit hits the fan in your life, you can get rid of it really fast. And sometimes you have to live a little bit, and life is too short to buy or to drive boring cars. And for me, a person who works 7 days a week, basically, I used that boat 2 times last year. The summer before, I used it 3 times. I don't really use it that much. Not mine. Camper's not mine. So my enjoyment in life comes from golf. My hobbies, I should say, golf, driving, snowmobiling. 3 hobbies. That's all I got. So I guess these hobbies are better than doing drugs or drinking alcohol. I don't drink at all either. So if you put the money the average person spends in drinking per year, you could probably buy a snowmobile. Hence what I did there. And that's it. Don't live beyond your means. You can easily afford stuff by not living beyond your means. If you hustle and work your butt off, especially when you're younger, you can go out, have fun when you're older, as long as you plan for your retirement, blah, 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 blah. Now I'm getting a little off topic here. This video was just for your vehicles. But hell, you could have a daily driver, doesn't have to be a big expensive truck, and you could have a fun car pretty easily making $40,000, $50,000 a year, even with a house payment, as long as you have a spouse, for sure. That's definitely doable, ask me. So that is my justifiable purchases here with these 2 vehicles and this truck. Of course, when I bought this I sort of had to justify myself, but I sold my Mercedes-Benz E550. I didn't have to fork any money out of my pocket to buy this vehicle. It was just essentially what I sold my E550 for, bought this. And then this, of course, I did have to fork out money out of pocket. And it sucked to lose that money, but you know what? At the same time, I can't wait to get this puppy on the road. I can't wait to show it off. And it just is a gorgeous looking car. I cannot wait to host my own car meet at my own business with my 3 cars, my girlfriend's Mercedes-Benz AMG, and my parents have a kick-ass Durango RT Tow and Go. You know how cool that is and how cool of a goal that is to say you can do that at your own business? Yeah, that's pretty freaking awesome. So hustle your butt off, save your money, get yourself one of these awesome cars before they go away.